He had set me up to start doing some competitions in Chicago. He wanted us to go down there and say, hey, I don't think they've ever had barbecue, at least Kansas City barbecue. So that's what we did. I sat in a field with some offset, just backyard on your patio offset little smokers. I spent probably about 14, 15 hours straight walking from one smoker to the other smoker to the other one, monitoring cooking meat. The Food Network's there, you had the Iron Chefs there. I mean, everybody who was anybody is at this event. And lo and behold, I mean, we took first place.
Today, we are going to Burnt In BBQ out in DeSoto, Kansas. One of the coolest things that we're gonna be able to experience is the fact that this is in an old Burger King, but you'd have no idea. It's gonna be a really interesting episode to try and dive into exactly what it is that they do with the world of barbecue. We are with three-time Grand Champion, Smokey, otherwise known as Steven Smokey Schwartz. But Smokey, it is very nice to have you here.
Yeah,
this morning we were at Burnt In BBQ.
Yeah.
I would love to start getting a little bit of background for you.
Yeah.
In how you kind of got interested in barbecue just to begin with.
Yeah, it's been a long road. I will tell you that. I'm originally from California. My folks were divorced. My father lived out here in Kansas City. I would come out in the summers as a young kid and visit. Of course, no friends, no nothing to do. I had the opportunity to work part-time and try to start being a busboy, a dishwasher. Most people in the culinary field start at the bottom. And that's what I did. My first job is pit training. I was the guy in charge of cleaning all the grease traps. Remember, these are 1970 grease traps, early 80s. So I was in a hole in the ground, sludging grease, built up fat and grease out of this hole.
Before Burnt In BBQ became what it is today, Smokey built his name the way most great pitmasters do, on the competition circuit, spending years refining his craft, earning recognition, and going head-to-head with some of the best in barbecue. And that experience shows up in every item that leaves his kitchens today.
This is our inside smoker. We've got two. One's outside in case we get overloaded with stuff or caterings. So like right now, he's loaded it up with some wings. This batch of wings that we're doing will probably last us today.
Wow.
We don't just put it on and let it roll and go. We've got a couple tweaks that we do to the smoker itself that help us with the flow of the smoke that's in there. I progressed from that restaurant to a few others, not necessarily all barbecue. Some dumb chance, some luck, I ended up going to Smokestack BBQ. I learned pretty much everything from that point on with their pitmasters and their chefs and their managers. And I just kind of grew from there. This is stuff that came off the smoker. This is an Unox. This comes from Italy. I have mine set for barbecue. I worked with the rep and I worked with everybody on it that we've set programs in here to do what I do with my barbecue.
That's amazing.
And that's what we're in here doing. So this is the finish up step before it comes into our holding cabinets that we work right off the line for lunch for. So this is all for lunch right here, believe it or not.
Just in one, just for today.
This is it. No, just for lunch.
Just for lunch.
Just for lunch. This is not dinner. Dinner comes later.
My goodness. That honestly kind of gets us to our very last point here on kind of us interacting and how we came to know each other. Why you even considered talking, and coming and having me be a part of your story.
We were in the process of opening up 3 spots. So in the process, we're just out. All the corporate chefs and us are all out, just kind of cruising around. Decided to go stop off at a couple other restaurants. And one of the places we stopped off was Meat Mitch. I'm sitting there and I'm like, where the heck do you get those little cutting boards at? How do you make those? I'd love to have one for my house.
Burnt In BBQ isn't just about what's happening in the kitchen. It's about what's happening around it. Here in DeSoto, with major growth happening just down the road, places like this become more than just restaurants. They become gathering spots where people start their mornings, meet up after work, and eventually become regulars.
So this is our basic line here. We're still on our breakfast right now. So he's rolling out our breakfast orders, and we do an awful lot of breakfast out here. And I got my other cooks in here presetting and setting up our kitchen for lunch rush and to push it out. Today is our Burnt End nachos. So they're phenomenal, and they're awesome. That's my main kitchen line.
It's amazing. No,
Yeah.
and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you showing us this
Yeah.
entire thing. The process, a lot more in-depth and a lot more technology than I would have ever thought.
And it doesn't stop here. From DeSoto to Crown Center, Burnt In BBQ has planted itself right in the heart of Kansas City, bringing the same competition-driven approach to one of the city's most iconic locations.
I appreciate you showing us
Yes.
that process. Here's some of
Yeah.
the techniques on what you're doing within here,
Yeah.
but kind of across the board as well. So thank you very much.
Absolutely, you got it.
Thank you.
Nice seeing you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks, guys.
At the end of the day, places like this aren't just about the food. They're about the people behind it. And if you stop in, there's a good chance you'll find Smokey right here, doing what he loves doing and enjoying every second of it. And that is what makes it worth coming back every single time.